change the subject every time the conversation gets too real. You laugh it off and pour some wine, like that's enough to hide what you feel. I've watched your eyes look for the door when things start getting close, like you're already halfway gone before you've given us a chance at all. I know somebody left a mark deep enough to make you doubt, but baby, that's not where this ends, and that's not what this love's about. Why are you paying for another man's mistake? Why are you carrying every promise that he broke away? I know he left a scar, but that ain't who we are. Girl, don't let forever end before it even starts. You don't have to run. Every time your heart begins to wait, why are you paying for another man's mistake? You say you're fine all by yourself, like lonely somehow safe, but I can see the way you stop right before you give your heart away. You built a wall so high and strong, even sunlight can't get through, but every brick was laid for him, and none of them belong to you. I know somebody taught you hard love can disappear overnight, but baby, every story's different, and I ain't leaving when it gets hard. Why are you paying for another man's mistake? Why are you carrying every promise that he broke away? I know he left a scar, but that ain't who we are. Girl, don't let forever end before it even starts. You don't have to run. Every time your heart begins to wait, why are you paying for another man's mistake? It ain't right that one goodbye can steal tomorrow. It ain't right that one heartbreak writes every chapter after. Somewhere underneath the hurt, there's still a woman who believes in all the things she's scared to say, and all the love she's scared to need. You don't have to tell me now, you don't have to prove a thing. I'm not asking for forever, I'm just asking you to breathe. Let the past stay where it is, let tomorrow be its own page. Baby, don't keep living inside another man's mistake. Oh, you don't have to run, you don't have to hide. Baby, don't keep living inside another man's mistake.
You started pulling away around October. Little things changed, but I kept getting closer. You quit laughing at the things we'd say, started looking at me like you couldn't stay. Your coffee got cold. Boy, the signs were all there, flashing in the air. That big old warning light, blinking red in the middle of the night. Check oil, overheating heart, whole damn engine falling apart. I kept driving like nothing was wrong, while your goodbye kept coming on strong. Now I'm sitting here wondering why I ignored that big old warning light. You stopped reaching for my hand downtown, stopped spinning with me when the band came around. There was smoke coming up under the hood, but I kept telling myself we were good. Your suitcase stayed half packed by the wall. Guess deep down I saw it all, but loving you made me blind to every little caution sign. Yeah, the truth was burning bright like neon in the night. That big old warning light, blinking red in the middle of the night. Check oil, overheating heart, whole damn engine falling apart. I kept driving like nothing was wrong, while your goodbye kept coming on strong. Now I'm sitting here wondering why I ignored that big old warning light. Now the dashboard's dark and the driveway's empty too. Funny how a breakdown looks a whole lot like losing you. That big old warning light could have saved me if I read it right. Check engine, low on love, smoke rolling up above. Now your memory's all that's left of a ride I should have never kept. Boy, I finally realized you were that big old warning light. Yeah, you were that big old warning light.
The sun sinking low on the edge of the bay, radio up and your boots in the sand. You spun around when they played our song, pulled me close with your drink in your hand. Old dive bar with the windows open, salt air blowing through the neon light. Whole room faded when you laughed at me, like the world disappeared tonight. Girl, every time we say it's over, we wind up back out on that floor. One more dance turns into forever, and we keep coming back for more. Let's do it again and again, like the tide keeps rolling back in. Your kiss, that grin, got me gone like the summer wind. Let's do it again and again, like we ain't ever gonna let this end. Two hearts, one spin, baby, let's do it again and again. Barefoot circles on an old wood floor, band playing loud underneath the lights. Your hair blowing wild through the midnight breeze, stars laying down just to watch tonight. Pick up parked by the water, it brings me back to you. Every night turns into magic when your hand slides into mine like you do. Let's do it again and again, like the tide keeps rolling back in. Your kiss, that grin, got me gone like the summer wind. Let's do it again and again, like we ain't ever gonna let this end. Two hearts, one spin, baby, let's do it again and again. Whoa. One more slow dance, one more sunrise, one more night with your blue eyes. If this is crazy, I don't care. Turn that song up everywhere. Let's do it again and again, till they shut the whole place down at 10. You and me, still swaying in the wind. Let's do it again and again, like the best nights never really end. Hold on tight and pull me back in, baby, let's do it again. And again.
Late night headlights sliding down the boulevard. Another broken promise underneath the stars. You said we needed distance, said we both needed time, but your memory keeps pulling at my mind. I still hear your voice inside these empty rooms, still see your shadow dancing in the blue. Everybody says I'll get over you somehow, but they don't see me now. Who's missing who now? When the lights go down, who's holding on to memories, trying not to drown? Who's missing who now? When there's nobody around, you don't gotta say you love me, just tell me who's missing who now. Every little song still sounds a little like your name. Every little street still feels the same. Maybe we were too close to ever really leave. Maybe hearts like ours never fully break free. Who's missing who now? When the whiskey hits slow, who still reaches for the phone just to hear hello? Who's missing who now? When the silence gets loud, you don't gotta come back home, just tell me who's missing who now. Maybe letting go ain't as easy as we claim. Maybe lonely nights still slip through your hands. Who's missing who now? When your world slows down, who still thinks about forever every time love comes around? Who's missing who now? When your defenses fall down, you don't gotta say you need me, just tell me who's missing who now. shadow hit my doorway and pulled me right back in. That whiskey on your t-shirt still lingers in my mind. Every little memory hits me one more time. Your kiss still burning on my lips, and every time I try to leave I slip. I'm drunk from your touch, can't get enough. One taste of your love and I lose control. You move through my veins like midnight and rain. Baby, your love still owns my soul. I'm drunk from your touch tonight. Neon lights are fading, but your body's on my skin. Like a slow song playing softly, I wanna fall again. Your voice keeps pulling closer, like waves against the shore. Every time I swear I'm done, I need you even more. No sleep, just your memory and me spinning circles in these sheets all week. I'm drunk from your touch, can't get enough. One taste of your love and I lose control. You move through my veins like thunder and flame. Baby, your love still steals my soul. I'm drunk from your touch tonight. No crowd, no noise, just your breath in the dark. One slow dance, one glance, and you light up my heart. Pull me closer real slow. I'm drunk from your touch, still chasing your rush. Every road leads back to your arms tonight. No cure for this feeling, no ceiling, just fire in the night. I'm drunk from your touch, baby. Drunk from your touch tonight. Drunk from your touch, still drunk from your touch.
Every Friday night she's over, sitting by the neon sign. My girl says she's like a sister. Lord, I wish she quit messing with my mind. I keep staring at the TV, trying not to catch her eye. But every time I turn around, she's already undressing me. Maybe she's just friendly, maybe that's all it is. But if that's friendly, then explain me this. Why's my girl's best friend looking at me again with that curly black hair blowing in the wind and those big, big, big old green eyes? Every time they lock on mine, I nearly lose my mind. I ain't trying to start nothing, I ain't crossing no lines. But why's my girl's best friend looking at me all the time? every joke I told, even the bad ones. And buddy, they were getting old. My girl says she's being nice, maybe that's the honest truth. But if she ain't flirting, then what in the world is on her mind? Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm wrong, maybe she's just listening to my favorite songs. Why's my girl's best friend looking at me again with that curly black hair blowing in the wind and those big, big, big old green eyes? Every time they lock on mine, I nearly lose my mind. I ain't trying to start nothing, I ain't crossing no lines, but why's my girl's best friend looking at me all the time? Now my buddies all tell me, boy, don't play that game. That's a 5-alarm wildfire wrapped up in a pretty frame. So I'm keeping both hands on the steering wheel tonight. But somebody tell me why she keeps looking my way. Why's my girl's best friend looking at me again with that curly black hair and those big green eyes? I ain't saying nothing, I ain't making a move, but if she's got a secret, buddy, I think I know the truth. Why's my girl's best friend looking at me all the time? Yeah, why's my girl's best friend looking at me all the time? I gave you Friday nights and Sunday mornings, every promise that I knew how to keep. I gave you all the pieces of my future, and every dream that wouldn't let me sleep. I gave you my best jokes and worst habits, every mile and every memory we made. Looking back now, I can finally see just how much of myself I gave. Everything I had, the best years, the best days, the best dreams, everything I had. And if I could go back, knowing how it ends, I'd still hand it all to you again. We weren't perfect, Lord knows we never claimed to be. Some roads don't lead where you imagine. Some hearts don't stay where they used to be. But I don't count the scars against the story, and I don't measure love by what remains. Some things are worth the hurt they leave behind. Some things are bigger than the pain. Everything I had, the best years, the best days, the best everything I had. The best years, the best days, the best dreams, everything I had. And if I could go back, knowing how it ends, I'd still hand it all to you again. Yeah, I'd still hand it all to you again.
You still reach for me when the lights go out. Still know where the coffee is. Still know your way around. Your boots by the front door, your picture by the bed. Everything looks the same except the things we never said. Nobody packed a suitcase, nobody drove away. You left before you left. Somewhere along the line, started missing me while you were still mine. No slam doors, no last goodbye, just miles of empty silence hidden in your eyes. And now I'm staring at the truth, trying to catch my breath. You left before you left. We still talk about tomorrow like we're making plans, but every conversation slips right through our hands. I keep reaching for the feeling that used to fill this room, like a light that's still shining long after it burned through. You left before you left. Somewhere along the line, started missing me while you were still mine. No slam doors, no last goodbye, just miles of empty silence hidden in your eyes. And now I'm staring at the truth, trying to catch my breath. You left before you left. Maybe hearts don't always break the way we think they do. Maybe sometimes they just fade until there's nothing left to lose. You left before you left, and I finally understand. Some endings don't arrive holding a suitcase in their hand. It happened little by little until there's nothing left. You left before you left.
I showed up late on a Tuesday night, boots too dusty, shirt pulled tight. Didn't know nobody in that room till you spun around to a George Strait tune. A little nervous laugh, hand in mine, Teacher said step left, now slide. I missed the beat, but you smiled back. Girl, that's when my whole world changed like that. One turn led to another. Now I can't think of nothing other than slow dance class. That's where it all started. 2 left feet and a broken-hearted girl, looking like a small-town dream, standing there waiting on me. One touch turned into falling fast. Every Friday after work, we're out there spinning across that hardwood. Your head leaning on my chest, whole room fading while the old songs play. Everybody else just fades away when you look at me that way. Ain't no telling where I'd be if you hadn't walked in that night with me. One step turned to forever. Now there ain't nothing better than slow dance class. That's where it all started. 2 left feet and a broken-hearted girl, looking like a small-town dream, standing there waiting on me. One touch turned into falling fast. Every chance we get, still chasing that feeling from the night we met. Slow dance class still feels like magic. Every little moment, automatic. Girl, I do it all again. Walk right back in there and take your hand like the first time back. Fall in love all over like that. Yeah, our whole world started in a slow dance class. Dance class. That old highway rolls like a memory now. Tail lights fading under broken clouds. Your name still hangs in the midnight air, like smoke from a fire still burning somewhere. I keep driving these back roads slow, trying to outrun what I already know. Somewhere beyond that horizon, past the neon and county lines, there's a piece of us still holding on, like an old jukebox playing our song. Every mile keeps pulling me back to where your heart used to be. Girl, I swear I still see your eyes beyond that horizon tonight. swear I still see your eyes beyond that horizon tonight. If I drove forever, would I find one more chance to change your mind? Or are you just a faded light, burning in the edge of night, somewhere beyond that horizon, where the stars and memories collide? I still hear your laughter riding on the wind beneath this sky, and every road keeps leading me to the ghost of what we used to be. Girl, I swear I still see your eyes beyond that horizon tonight. Beyond that horizon tonight.
Yeah. Saw you down in Murphy's talking loud above the band, telling everybody there exactly why we didn't last. Funny how the story changes every couple months or two. Funny how the hero's always you. Heard you still explaining what went wrong to anyone who will listen, painting yourself some masterpiece while details keep going missing. I just smiled and shook my head. Some things never do. Every road somehow circles back to your favorite point of view. You still think it's about you. Every little thing I say or do, every song, every word, every Friday night, every post that shows up online. You still think you're the reason for every change and every season. Boy, I moved on long ago, but you're still living in that truth. Funny thing about goodbye, you still think it's about you. You probably saw my picture by the river last July and spent a week convincing folks you knew the reason why. Like somehow every sunset I post is sending secret clues. Boy, that's news to me and news to everybody too. The world keeps turning whether or not you're in the frame, but somehow every conversation still ends up at your name. It's almost kind of impressive now the way you make it all about you. Oh, you still think it's about you. Every little thing I say or do, every song, every word, every Friday night, every post that shows up online. You still think you're the reason for every change and every season. Boy, I moved on long ago, but you're still living in that truth. Funny thing about goodbye, you still think it's about you. I used to get frustrated, now I mostly just grin. 'Cause if I wrote a song about every every guy like you, I'd never stop writing. You still think it's about you, like you're the headline in the breaking news. Every laugh, every smile, every new hello must somehow be connected to you. You still think you're the reason, but that ain't what I'm believing. Boy, the hardest thing you'll ever learn is not everything revolves around you. Funny thing about goodbye, I forgot all about you, but you still think it's about you. Yeah, you still think it's about you.
Some folks talking about the songs we play like it's just a little soundtrack to wash away. But when the steel guitar starts to cry, you can hear the truth in every line. It's the sound of a back road Friday night, truck tires humming under moonlight. It's a heartbreaker prayer and a cold beer toast to the things in life that matter most. Turn it up and let it roll, feel it down in your soul. Country music ain't just background noise, it's a sound of men and women, girls and boys. It's a voice of the broken and the free, the soundtrack to who we're meant to be. From the front porch to the county line, these songs have stood the test of time. So if you feel it, raise your glass and rejoice. Country music ain't just background noise. It's a six-string crying in the dark, a rusty old truck and a hopeful heart. It's mama's hands and daddy's advice, the road we take and the sacrifice. It's first love and last goodbyes, dusty boots and open skies. Every note tells a story true and somehow sings me back to you. Turn it up and let it play, let it carry us away. Country music ain't just background noise, it's the sound of men and women, girls and boys. It's the voice of the broken and the free, the soundtrack to who we're meant to be. From the front porch to the county line, these songs have stood the test of time. So if you feel it, raise your glass and rejoice. Country music ain't just background noise. When the world gets loud and the truth gets hard to find, a simple song can clear your head and ease your mind. Country music ain't just background noise, it's a sound of every choice, every memory, every tear, every reason we're still here. From the front porch to the county line, these songs keep us alive. So if you feel it, let your heart